What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. This is TW Motorsports. We got Cohen back there. We got Cam back there on the golf cart. Look, we bought another vehicle. Big surprise, right? Big, huge surprise here. Anyway, this is a vehicle that we used to own, and I figured we'd talk about it because we had a plan, and plans always change around here. You guys know that. I mean, some of the staple stuff's been here a while. This red Trans Am is not going anywhere. That C10's probably not going anywhere. I say probably. The 52 back there is not going anywhere. The 55 is not going anywhere. What else? That's all I can say. The green chart probably isn't going anywhere. I'm kind of attached to it after having it so long. But anyway, this is, like I said, this is a car that we bought back and we used to own. And so let's take a look at it so we're not just dragging you guys along. Yes, it is the FRC, the 99 Corvette that we used to own. I actually dropped this car. So I bought this car for the most part stock. Back, it's probably been 2 years ago now, but I sold it to a good friend of mine who does all my tire work. As a matter of fact, guy, he's the only one that I want touching my wheels and tires. But this guy says, hey, I kind of want to buy this car. Because I made the comment to him, I was like, look, if we buy this, we have to sell this. We're not keeping both. And I had no desire to keep both. Initially, I said I may, if he decided to keep this, I may do this. But yeah, on the way home, he drove this thing home from, it's about an hour away, the guy lives, and he was sold. That's all it took. But now he's saying, what? You want to sell them both? He wants to sell them freaking both. Can you believe this? Can you believe this guy? I mean, look, at 17, having access to both these cars, I think he's spoiled and we should sell them both, not buy anything. That's my opinion. What do you think? Cam, you think we should sell them both? Which one should we sell?
I want to sell. Only Bub's car.
And then what are we going to buy?
Actually, I'm going to sell the Corvette and then buy a ZR1.
He wants to buy a ZR1. This kid is like lit up with ZR1s. He never even stepped foot in the ZR1 that we had. I don't even think he wasn't even born yet when we had the blue one. He was around when we had the black one, but he never rode in either. Now Cohen got the experience of both of them, and man, he was dead set when we bought this car. You know, you guys know the original plan: big turbo, switch it to an automatic. We're gonna do all this stuff, blah blah blah. Man, that all went out the window. Which, look, hey, maybe I'm rubbing off on him since he wants to flip through cars, but anyway. He was set on this, right? He drives it home. He's like, yeah, we want to keep this. And now he wants to sell them both, and he wants a C6. So I don't know, guys, if this video is even worth filming to show you guys, because they may end up both being gone. We actually have a buyer lined out for this car. So he's been hammering on me ever since I bought it. He wanted to buy it, and it's actually a guy who did the foam in my shop. He loves these cars, and I get it. If we could keep them all, believe me, we would. We don't have the room, and he wants to do other things. And he's set on the 6-speed stuff now. These are both 6-speed cars, obviously. I think going to Houston Raceway to TX2K got him hot on 6 speeds because there was a white ZR1 that set the world record. He missed second and set the world record. Hanging the front hoops for the first, what, 60 feet or so? Yeah, and so I think he thinks he's going to buy a ZR1, although he's shopping with base C6 money. I think that's safe to say. He's not shopping with ZR1 cash, I'll tell you that. But either way, this thing is a 99 Corvette. They made 3 different variants of this car back in the day. This is a super rare car, you know, for its day. That's a pretty rare car as well. Probably 1 in 500. This one is 1 in 311 in 99 that were white, right? So they made this before they made the Z06. This is the same Z06 profile in the C5 model. Has a fixed roof coupe. That's what FRC stands for. So they made a coupe that has a hatch that the glass comes up with the hatch. They made a convertible, which is similar shape to this. Obviously had a convertible top, and then they made the hard top, or the fixed roof coupe. This is like the most sought after because it looked like the Z06. You know, they say it's more sturdy because it's got a hard top. I don't know if I buy a whole lot of that because it is, there's nothing metal on this car aside from the frame and the wheels, basically. It's all fiberglass, which a majority of that car is fiberglass too, but the rear quarters are metal on it at least. And I don't know that it's any more sturdy, but it seems to be the most sought after for not only autocross, but for drag racing as well. I don't personally think a Corvette is a great drag car if you're wanting to go drag racing. I just don't. Maybe in an automatic variant, it might be better. But in my opinion, with the transmission being such a pain in the butt to take out, because the transmission in these cars are in the very rear, and so you have to take the torque tube out, and we really are not set up to do that. We would have to do it on the ground. You really need a 2-post lift for that. So if we were gonna go racing, I would probably choose this guy, but he really wants a C6. I don't know why, but after driving this home, he was sold on this thing. It is a nicer car on the inside. So there is no ifs, ands, or buts. This is a 2001, this is a 99, but the Corvette just got better stuff. It's got, the door panels are leather, the dash is leather, there's not as much plastic in it. So obviously you guys saw the video where we tried to fix the door panel on this. Crap like that does not happen on the Corvettes. They have their little finicky things, but for the most part, the interior wise, they're very solid. Now this car only has 46,000 miles on it. He said it just rolled 46,000. This one has 64,000. So we're dealing with two pretty low mileage, good examples of these cars. But I don't know. I love the color of both of them. Like I said, guys, if we could keep them all, we would. Believe me, I would have we would just have lift after lift out here, and we would keep them all. But decisions. This is a tough decision for a 17-year-old on which hot rod to keep. This is a pretty rough life he lives, isn't it? It's real first world problems we've got. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Which one should we keep? I don't really care either way. If he decides 2 weeks from now, hey, I want to keep this car and I want to go fast in it, we'll do that. I really would rather, since we have a buyer lined out for this one, I'd rather him not choose this one. If he wants to sell them both, and the guys, this hit me up. This one may be for sale as well. I'm thinking probably 22, 23 grand would buy this car. So to tell you, if you guys don't know and haven't been watching the channel for a while, when I bought this car originally, it was stock height, and it had some Z06 wheels. It had Borla exhaust, but other than that, I put a C6 shifter in it. I did the Viking coilovers all the way around. I put a set of C6 Z06. These are a stock set of C6 Z06 wheels. Yes, they will fit, especially if you do the coilovers. It does have a little bit of a stretch on the tire to keep the tire under so it didn't look like real poked out. I don't like that pokey outy look. It's a pretty aggressive offset though, as you can see when you look down the side. I just, from the front views, I think the Trans Am probably has it. Like when you're looking from the front of the Trans Am, that is probably one of my favorite front ends on a vehicle ever, which is why I have that red one over there. This one though, when you get to the side profile, this is by far my favorite. And then when you get to the back profile, I'm probably back at the Trans Am. So 2 out of 3 on looks goes here to me. But this is a neck breaker, and I drove this thing 2 days ago to work, and actually I had 2 guys roll up next to me and give me a thumbs up, and I don't necessarily get that here, but I haven't driven that much. I think it would get the same amount of compliments. I don't know. Like, which do you think looks better?
This one.
This one looks better to you. Which one is faster?
From a stop?
Give me from a roll, which one's faster, you think?
Roll
This one from a roll. What about
from a stop?
From a stop, this one. I think he's full of crap. I actually think this one would walk it. I really do. I think this car would walk this car. From a roll, from a dig, this one would freight train it, I believe. That's just my opinion. He thinks on the top end, this one feels faster. When it's funny because he says that now, but the night we drove it home, he's like, it's not fast.
It wasn't.
It's not fast. It's probably because he doesn't know how to drive it. Either one of them are fast with me driving. So he's losing. If I could race him in the same car, he's going to lose every time. Guaranteed. Anyway, well, I just rambled on for a while now, I know. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think? Now, power to power, this one obviously has a cam. I think it made 4 something on the dyno. This guy here made 305 from the factory. It's, other than the Borla exhaust, that's probably worth about 4 horsepower, maybe 5. So this car ran some people have snuck into the 12s with these cars stock. These cars, same situation with a manual. Some people have snuck into the 12s. That's what lends me to believe running them against each other. I know somebody's gonna say, well, why don't you? Well, if this one wasn't pending sold, we would go out and we would see. But I sure would hate to screw something up on this one and push off a potential buyer and then require me to keep them both and while I'm fixing this or whatever. So I thought about that, guys. I went back and forth on making a video, going down to Mexico real quick, hopping in these things and rolling them out on the highway or something. The Mexican highways, of course. But probably not a good idea, since we have a pin. I've done that before in the past and broke something right before a person was coming to buy it. Don't do that. So anyway, like I said, I rambled on for a little while now, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. Which one do you think you should keep? Do you think you should sell them both? Go to a C6. It's going to be more of a probably Grand Sport, if I had to guess. Maybe a Z06. Not a ZR1. He doesn't have that kind of money. And neither one of these would require that. But we're going to sell one, use that as a down for him, and he's going to make payments on whatever we go to. So if one of them brings $22,000 and we put that down, then he's gonna pay for the rest. So I'm not selling one and just straight out buying it. He's gonna have to pony up some money. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please, like always, go down there and smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are not subscribed, of course, go down there and hit that subscribe. Of course, while you're down there doing all that, ring that notification bell. That notifies you every single time we upload a new video. And well, stay tuned to see what either stays, goes, maybe they both go, and what replaces it if they do.